Yo, what's up, C Manga subscribers? This is Raphael, and I'm here to bring a new series addition to the channel. I just started reading something quite interesting today. It's called Green Blood. I'm not sure if many of you have heard of it. It's just started recently, and it's 16 chapters long, and I'm loving it so far. It's one of those nitty gritty. It's a dark manga. It's definitely not. It's not for everyone. I'll just say that. Put that out there right now. It's not typical Shonen Jump mangas where everything's all la-di-da happy and superpowers, friendship, and all that. This is a seinen, so it's already 18 to 30-year-old kind of manga, and it's very dark. And the artwork is beautiful. That's the only thing I think that was the first thing that attracted me to it. I just was randomly scrolling and I clicked it and I was like, wow, this art is amazing. Art is amazing. Let me have a look at this. So yeah, I checked it out and I was like, yeah, this is good. So yeah, it's called Green Bloods by Kakaki Zaki Masasumi. Yeah, so Kakaki Zaki Masasumi. Yeah, that's kind of a mouthful. And basically it's about these two Irish boys that have moved to the USA. It's during like the Industrial Revolution. It was like after the end of the Civil War that divided the North and the South of America into their separate states. And yeah, so they've moved there because they're hoping to earn money and get rich, or earn opportunities in the land of dreams, as they call it. And what's happened, they've ended up in Manhattan, New York, the sixth district, and it's like this place in the slums which they call Five Points. It's basically like a mad territory where anything happens. The police are corrupt by the gangs there, so they just get paid off and they can do what they want. There's all sorts of crime going on: prostitution, robbery, murder, all, and there's some sort of work going on there. Like the younger brother works, and yeah, so um, it's crazy. It's just mad. The way it starts now, I'll just give a quick. It's like we see this guy and he just kills someone. And it's not personal, it's just business. And then we find out this guy's the Grim Reaper. So apparently he's well-known guy. He works for this gang called Grave Diggers, and everyone fears this guy because he's basically the Grave Diggers' hitman. And he just kills people easily for a price. Same thing, all sorts. So yeah, first day we see the younger brother, Luke Burns. He is working at a dockyard with his friend, and it's basically it's the same thing. It starts off with hopeful kind of thing. He's working, he's trying to earn a living, and so he can survive. And his friend just talks about the gangs and everything. He's not interested. He just brushes it off. He just wants to be good guy, righteous. He has a dream or whatever to leave that place. So yeah, this is like normal there, but then it's like on the way home now. At night he hears a scream. He goes into the alleyway and he sees these four men attacking a woman when they were trying to rob her and other stuff, I guess. Yeah, so he confronts them, trying to stop them, saying that leave her alone. She's an immigrant like you should understand. She's just here to earn a living. Just let her go free. And the guy's like, let her go free, her. All right, I'll let her go free. And then he just stabs her and kills her straight off. And they go confront him, saying, "Oh, you gotta pay. I was gonna sell this woman. Now you gotta pay for it." And then it's like he only had 50 cents on him, and he's like, "Oh, so what am I gonna do with you now?" Then we see someone else come along, and it's like the guy looks like the Grim Reaper guy, but then we find out it's like he goes up to him real close, and he's like, the guy's intimidated, and he's like, "Take this, I apologize for blah blah blah, my friend or whatever. He's this and that," and then just gives or brothers, and then he just gives him a pocket watch and saying you should be able to get $80 for this, and he's like, "Oh, you're smart. You scared for a minute," and all this, and then Luke is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Brad," and yeah, Brad is his older brother, so yeah, it's the same thing. His older brother looks after him, that kind of thing, and all sorts. So yeah, we find out that it's like he's like supposedly a bum, like he doesn't do much, but yeah, he actually does. We find out that he's actually the Grim Reaper and he works for the Gravediggers. It's like an Irish clan, and there's another clan now that's come up, and they're called the I think it's the Iron Butterflies or something like that. Yeah, they're basically a rival again, and they're starting to become more powerful and take over. Um, yeah, so it's like he's their hit. He's the Gravedigger's hitman, and it's like he's told to go and take out everyone every time he's called out, and he does this and that. But obviously, he tries doing it while his younger brother doesn't know about it. Because he would never want his brother to ever find out, because it's like he feels that his brother would leave him if he ever found out he was a murderer and he killed for a living and everything like that. And yeah, and the reason why he does this, he has a dream or some sort of goal. He wants to kill someone. There's a specific person he's tracking down, so he needs to earn the money to track him down, which he does. He keeps going to a library or something with this $10 he earns for each kill. Yeah, so we see a bit more stuff like killing people and all that. He's doing his job. There's a bit of conspiracy. Like, there's the second guy in the Gravediggers. He's like the Gravediggers' head son, and he's pretty much an asshole crawler. He's a little, what do you call it? He causes a bit of trouble, and like he nearly kills one of their own prostitutes and all that. And um what's his name? Brad, yeah, that's it, Brad, or the Grim Reaper. He's like close with one of the I think he's in a relationship with one of the prostitutes, and that prostitute had brought in the one that guy has assaulted, so she wanted revenge. And then it's like he's on the same night he was called to go and protect this guy, and basically there was a confrontation. He was gonna the girl shot at him, and Brad's shot at her, basically told her, this isn't your thing, I do it for $10. And he was gonna kill him, but the head guy come and stopped him, saying, I want to kill him as well, but he's still my what do you call it, so he's like, if you take his life, I'll have to, he's still my son, so if you take his life, I'm gonna have to take yours, eye for an eye kind of thing. And yeah, so he doesn't do it, he just leaves it, and it's like he disappears for 3 days. And the prostitute, I think she's called Emma, yeah, that's it, and his brother Luke are worried about him, so Luke ends up going to find him. It's like we find out he's gone to a graveyard, so their mum's dead. And I think there was another thing earlier I forgot to mention, that the person he wants to kill is his dad. I guess his dad either killed his mum or left them to die or something, so he has a grudge against him. And yeah, it's like basically we see from this, we know that he's close with his younger brother. He cares for him a lot, and his brother seems to know a lot about him, for him to go find him at the graveyard. It is really like the only nice part I could say about this manga that isn't so depressing is their relationship. So yeah, we have there's another part now. It's like I think this is when it starts to get a lot more darker now. One day he what do you call it, Luke's friend, JJ, his best friend that he works with, convinced him to go to a salon or a whorehouse, but it was called a salon back in the day, to lose their virginity. And it's like when they go, he's nervous about it. And then we see there's this other guy, he was mentioned earlier in the chapter, he's like another guy called Raymond. He's basically the equivalent of the Grim Reaper. He's a hitman for the Iron Butterfly, and he convinces them to come into that hot thing. One of the JJ guy gets laid, the other guy, Luke, doesn't, because he says he wants to lose his thing with someone he lacks, and he collapses and all that. So yeah, all that's done. There's a little bit of a joke later with his brother, like saying, oh, so you're still a kid, you didn't lose your virginity, and all that. Then the next day, on the way to work, it's like Luke is with his friend JJ, and they see the guy again, the Raymond guy, and it's like Luke has a bad feeling about that guy. He said it last night, he doesn't like him, he seems evil. But JJ, being naive, like the naive friend guy, sidekick, is like, he's gullible, accepts him, thinks he's friendly, and it's like he's gonna go to the salon again. And then it's like the other guy's, Luke's like, no, I don't want to go, and he's like, Raymond's like, oh, so you're not coming? He's like, no, sorry, I got things to do. So he's like, oh, okay, that's a pity. So then the next thing, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, that guy, the sniveling little guy, I can't remember his name, the gravedigger's son. He basically set this thing up with Raymond, and the two little younger ones, because they found out that he has a brother, the gravedigger, so that's like a weakness. So yeah. But anyway, Brad is talking to Thing at the same time, and he's being told by the little creep of a son that he basically saying subliminal messages that the other guy knows that who your younger brother is. He's going to use this against you. So then it goes back, and the Raymond guy just shot JJ straight through the head. He's killed his Luke's best friend in cold blood, and it was quite sad, and he screamed out, and he just got taken away. So Brad finds out, and he goes to Emma and saying, this is the keys, take this and go and get the $150 under my bed in my house, and if anything happens, make sure you give what to me, because he feels like he's either gonna die or his brother's gonna find out he's the Grim Reaper. So she's like, okay, whatever. So he has been saving up money for the worst case scenario, just for his younger brother. So he goes to the place now, the Iron Butterflies clan, or house, or gang, or whatever you want to call it, house. And he goes there, he slaughters them looking for his brother. Then he goes in the other room now, and he's still looking for him, and he finds the Raymond guy, the other hitman. Sorry, excuse me. And they just they just start fighting, going mad. It was really good. As I mentioned earlier, artwork's beautiful, and it's like they're going really crazy, fighting each other, using, like, the other guy saying that, oh, you've only got like 2 bullets left, seeing as you only brought that one gun. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the gun is like it looks like a sword gun kind of thing. It's like a dagger at the end of like a Magnum 6-shooter gun sort of thing. So yeah, they're fighting. Brad gets injured and like stabbed onto the floor, but he's talking about his brother, saying nothing else matters as long as his happiness and all that is what matters, in safety. So the other guy's thinking he's gonna finish him, but Brad's taken his his knife from his pocket, and basically stabbed him. So we have a bit of more fight. The other Luke's managed to find his way out of the place and come and seen this, and it's like as they're fighting, Luke is shocked to see his brother is the Grim Reaper, and he's horrified. And then it's like he's fighting a bit more. He ends up killing the guy in front of Luke, and then his brother tried to stop him, saying just don't do it. And then he tries to call to him, and after Brad saying go, he's like, your brother is no more. Basically, he's separating himself to not cause any more harm to him. And yeah, that's as far as it goes, and I'm really liking it so far. It's a really, really interesting series, because it just very different from anything I've ever read for. Facts of the matter is that it's situated in the Industrial Revolution times, so like around the Civil War, after the Civil War in America had ended, and it's as I said, no superpower kind of thing. It is a seinen as well, so it's more mature, and now it seems like they don't really. They're not pulling punches with this, and the main thing I have to say is the artwork is really amazing. Each panel is just wow, it's just really, really good. But yeah, I don't know what else to say out of this. I don't want to wrap it on too long and bore you, but I just think if anyone out there likes something different, or you are a veteran seinen reader, like you like all your dark stuff, as well as shonen, or you just like your seinen, yeah, I'd give it a try. It's really good. It's very new, very, very new, and I like it so far. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next chapter. Today's chapter was called Seperation, which was what I was talking about. So or obviously separation of the two brothers, and yeah, I'm waiting for chapter 17. But yeah, once again, Green Blood by Kakizaki Masasumi. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, so I'd give it a try, guys. It's as I said, it's up to you. I'm liking it so far, and it's really really impressive. I'm just hoping to read some more soon. I've gotten really hooked to it, and maybe you guys will too. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys for the next review. And yes, it will be much shorter than this one because this was just a summary of the whole thing. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one.